What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Lawson from Squad Sports. We're really excited to be supporting the Free Agent Friday series. A lot of great talent out there. Without further ado, this is the next free agent you should be signing with your sports team.
All right, we're back for another Free Agent Friday. Today, I've got Jack Jones. How's it going, Jack?
Going good, Andrew. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, man. And it's good to hear that you're living in the St. Louis area, which is one of my old stomping grounds. So I'm sure we've run across some of the same people over the years. But let's kind of jump right in and talk about your college experience. Where'd you go to school? Any degrees and activities that you were involved with?
Yeah, so I did my undergraduate at Illinois College in Jacksonville, Illinois, small liberal arts school in central Illinois. Played football there for about a season and then ended up getting hurt and switching to coaching for a little bit. I did a little volunteer coaching experience there as well. With kind of a blessing in disguise, getting hurt. I got to do a lot of really cool things coaching. There during I graduated there in 3 years with a degree in communications and a minor in creative writing, and then did some sports broadcasting while I was there as well for the college online broadcasting. And then when I graduated, I worked at a radio station there in Jacksonville as well. Worked as on-air talent, did some sports broadcasting there, as well as was the assistant news director of the radio station there in Jacksonville.
When you say Jacksonville, I think of beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. How similar to Jacksonville, Florida is it?
If you could think of the most polar opposite, probably that. There's no beaches.
No palm trees.
No palm trees. It's a town of about 25,000 people.
Nice.
But has two colleges.
I've never even heard of it. I did not know that there was a Jacksonville, Illinois. So
yeah, it's or used to have two colleges. One of them has since closed, but yeah, it was a really cool experience there, getting to play football and work there in radio. But about a year after I graduated, I decided I wanted to go back to school and do a little bit more education. And so I made the decision to move all the way to the polar opposite part of the world and moved to Miami, Florida, where I went to the University of Miami, go Haines,
nice.
And got my master's in music business at the Frost School of Music there in the University of Miami. Spent about 2 years down there getting that master's and worked at a talent agency down there in Miami called MN2F Talent Agency. I interned there, was an assistant there, and really fell in love with that part of the entertainment industry, the talent booking side of things, and really enjoyed my time there, especially because it was a new office. They were a UK-based agency, and they had just put their new office in the States, and got to work with the CEO and founder, Sharon Elkabas, on a almost day-to-day basis during my entire internship there. And then once I finished up there, I was enjoying my time in Miami, but I was, kind of looking back towards home, and moved back here to St. Louis, where I started working for Live Nation just a little bit after I moved back in May, June of 2019.
Nice. At what point did you decide or realize you wanted to be in the, entertainment and, music business?
So it's such a weird thing for me to look back on, because I've always loved music and entertainment, especially music. I went to my first concert at Riverport here in St. Louis when I was 5 or 6 years old. It was Kenny Chesney. I bought the vintage shirt actually up from that show because I just loved it so much. I got a picture of me and my dad, of me in that show wearing a cowboy hat sitting in the lawn. And it was really from that moment I've always known I loved music, but I never thought of it as a career. Even when I was thinking radio would be what I was going to do, I never thought being in the entertainment industry was going to be. I'd always be kind of one foot out of it, looking in, and as a journalist looking at it. But the more I talked to people about it, as I got into my 20s, I started realizing that you know, you have dreams and you have these ideas. Why not? Why do they have to be just dreams? Why do they have to be just ideas? You know, try them out. And, you
Yeah.
know, if it doesn't work out, you've got a lot of other options on the board. But I said, you know, I'd hate to be 40 in my backyard with my kids thinking, what if I did it? And
Yeah.
so I went.
Yeah. You don't want to be in that spot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So what did you do? What was kind of your role with Live Nation? So that was kind of like your first full-time gig out of school.
Yeah. So it actually started off as a seasonal part-time role when I got back.
Okay.
You know, I got back from Miami and, you know, was kind of just trying to find my way here in St. Louis, and found the seasonal job out there as in a customer service role. Guest ambassadors, what they call them. They were day of show helpers, essentially. You know, talking to fans. What can we do for you? What can we help you out with? Issues resolved, put fires out, that kind of thing. And I enjoyed that so much, just being there with the people every day. And I knew, man, this is where I want to be. I want to work with Live Nation. I want to, you know, be with the fans. I want to, you know, be a part of this amazing concert atmosphere. And the season ended, and I was, you know, kind of down. I ended up taking a job with Caravan for about a month. I enjoyed my experiences there, but about 2 weeks into my time there at Caravan, I got a call from someone at Live Nation Corporate, and they wanted me to come back on a full-time basis
Nice.
in a sales role. And so I told the people at Carvana, you know, thank you so much for letting me, you know, do this for, you know, the time I've been here, but this is my, you know, my dream. I got to go chase this. And so what I was doing with Live Nation was kind of a premium seat sales role. It was essentially what it was. They call it venue sales there because they're permanent seats in the sales. It was selling boxes to, you know, business owners for the most part, who would then bring their clients and prospective clients or their employees as a reward to their employees to shows. And we mostly sold on a full season basis. So 30 to 40 show packages for the entire length of the season, for them to come to every show out at Riverport.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then we'd also do group packages and, you know, series packages of 8-10 shows, or, you know, when shows started happening and our boxes weren't completely filled out, we might sell a single season or single show package as well.
How did you enjoy, you know, doing sales?
You know, I enjoy sales. I just like people. I mean, that's what it comes down to, is I like dealing with people. I like working with people every day, whether it be on the phone, email, face-to-face, obviously is I enjoy a whole lot more. That doesn't happen as often right now. Hopefully it will again in the future. But the biggest thing for me is just hearing and seeing the smiles on clients or customers or attendees' faces. You know, when we're in a sales meeting and they're talking about, yeah, I brought my son to see Luke Bryan last year and it was his first concert, and, you know, X, Y, and Z, and they're, you know, just beaming from, you know, from ear to ear. That's what makes it for me.
It's those
just
memories. It's just like what you said. It brought you back to where you know, what you remember as a kid with your dad. And yeah, I mean, it's very rewarding, I think, from that aspect.
And just knowing I'm a little piece of that, you know,
Yeah.
that's magic for me.
So what is kind of the next, you know, role that you're looking for, and location? You open to relocate, or you looking for something in St. Louis area?
Yeah, I first of all, I'm open to relocate anywhere. I love St. Louis. I can't say a bad thing about the city. You know, I grew up here my whole life, just across the river. But I've been to Miami. You know, I'm very open to seeing new cultures and new parts of the world. That's not something that will tie me down. So yeah, I like Nashville, Tennessee a lot. I mean, obviously that's the epicenter of the music industry in a lot of places. You know, LA and New York as well. But, you know, there's not a place on, you know, in the country or really on earth that I wouldn't be at least open to thinking about going.
To listen, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of roles, you know, obviously I have sales, you know, was my most recent role. I'd be very okay with that. Any kind of promotions or events, I'm really open to that. as well as talent booking. That's like I said, I really enjoyed working at the booking agency in Miami, and I know that industry is having a tough time right now. But when that does happen again, I'd be very open to working at a talent agency. But just really at the end of the day, anything where I get to work face to face and be around groups of people and bring joy to large groups of people is really where I want to be.
What would you say is your biggest asset that you'll bring to a new role?
Yeah, I would say it's first of all my passion. I mean, I don't know if it's obvious to you, but I think it exudes. When I get to talking about stuff like this, I can feel the fire in me talking about stuff like this.
That's what's great about these videos too. It's not just a resume. It's, people can sense it. They can feel it. So it's good.
Yeah, I think that and just my outgoing personality. I love building relationships with people. I love getting to meet new people, and whether it's in a work setting or a personal setting, you can usually find me talking to somebody I've never met before in a room. That's just how it usually goes for me. My friends are always like, "Where'd he go?" And I'm usually over there talking to somebody I've never met before. And that just brings a lot of happiness to me is getting to learn about new people every day. So I think my passion, my outgoing personality are my two biggest assets.
How about on the flip side? What do you need to work on the most?
Yeah, I would say without a doubt, it's my time management and a little bit of organization as well. I'm the kind of person where my desk may look like a mess, but I know where everything is at. But that stresses some people out.
Good, nobody can see my desk right now.
I know that stresses some people out for sure, and I get that. So like making this feel a little more organized is something I could do for sure. But also my time management, I know is something that I continually work on. Not in the fact that like I don't get things done, but that I focus too heavily on one thing at a time sometimes. And I'll end up at the office until 7, 8 o'clock, at night because I'm just so locked in on I have to get this done tonight when in reality it's probably not due for a week from now, but I'm just so locked in on getting this done. So just taking a step back and realizing, hey man, like you got time to do all these things, piece them out a little bit.
Yeah. How would you define success?
I first of all want to say like monetarily, it's not. I don't find success monetarily. I know in a lot of sales roles, some people that might freak some sales managers out when they hear me say that, but it's about this moniker that I built for myself and I've been living by is find it, give it, live it. Is find joy, give that joy, and then live that joy out. And so if I can find joy in something I'm doing or that I'm working on, then I can give that to someone else. Then we can both, enjoy, what we found, and I can see them having a joyful moment. I can live that out. So that's success for me is finding that joy and giving that joy to others. And if that's my biggest thing is I want to be in a happy workplace and be on a team that, pumps each other up and is not just, oh, I got to go to work again for 40 hours this week or however many, it's, man, I can't, even if the day sucks, like I know the person in the cube next to me is, we're going to be able to talk to each other or have lunch today and be like, yeah, today kind of sucked, but like, we're going to keep rocking it.
Yeah.
And that's important to me.
Yeah. Good culture, man. It makes the world a difference. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
How about this? This is the last thing I like to end with is a fun personal fact about you.
Yeah. So I was trying to think of what I could say for this one. It's always interesting when you have to find a fun fact to say about yourself. But I think the thing that is most interesting about me, besides outside of my work bubble and my sports and entertainment, is I write poetry. Okay. So I got my minor in creative writing in undergrad, and I like to write poetry in my free time. I've been doing it a lot more, since I've been home, which is really nice actually to kind of get back into it and get those creative juices flowing again. And I actually started a second Instagram to post on. It's at the Hemingway Method. Um,
Okay.
so I really enjoy doing that. It's not something that I'm really trying to like publish or like, make
Right.
a career from, but it's something that I just enjoy doing. And, if others enjoy reading it, then, feel free to
It's a
check it out.
win-win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a website or anywhere else that you post besides Instagram?
No, I just started the Instagram, maybe a month ago.
Okay.
When I was like, maybe I should share some of this stuff. Besides that, it's just in notebooks, and in my notes app on my phone. That's about where it's landed before. But down the line, a website might get started. But for now, it's just more for fun, and I just kind of post it on the Instagram when I feel like posting it.
Nice. No, that's cool. That's definitely a fun fact. So, keep rolling with that. Hopefully we can help get you some more exposure, get you back working somewhere. But anything that we can do, just let me know. I appreciate you joining me.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time, man. Thank you on behalf of everyone you've featured so far too. I mean, it's incredible the love and support that is out there that you don't realize is out there on LinkedIn and numerous other places. But it's nice just to talk to someone who understands as well and is willing to help.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this: there's a lot of good people out there that are willing to help, and I mean, we all got to work together. We got to help each other. We got to lift each other up when people are down, and I think our sport and entertainment industry is a small, somewhat tight group, and so, um, I'm excited to see it. I wasn't sure what to expect when I started this, but there's so many people out there helping everyone get
Yeah.
more exposure and just try to be there for them. So I want to thank you for allowing me to be part of this, and we'll definitely be staying in touch, especially since you're in my old stomping grounds in St. Louis.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.